Big thanks. First of all, a thanks to my friends, and a special thanks to JuJutsuDesigns.co, which will be appearing on screen right now. They are responsible for the official artwork for anything related to the podcast, and my God, are they a good artist. Please make sure to go give them a follow, link in the description of every video, and thank you so much to JuJutsuDesigns.co for your amazing artwork. Go give them a follow. Secondly, I'd like to give a massive thank you to anybody that's clicked on this video or is listening, regardless of what the circumstances are. Thank you so much for supporting this and me and my friends' work. This is a big thing for us, and we really appreciate it. Another thing, any companies listening to this, that's right, on screen now, copyright fair use notice. So, we saved our butts. With all that out of the way, thank you guys for clicking. Please, enjoy the video.
This podcast is brought to you by BGM Museum, Greek channel for copyright-free music, and a special thanks to Dayz Musiq. Go support them in their work. Now, enjoy the show.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the second episode of Reanimated, the podcast. We're so glad and so welcome that you managed to come back, and we really appreciate the fact that you did. Hopefully, last episode did well. We're recording this sort of before we upload the last one, so hopefully that does well. But if you're coming back from that one, thank you guys for joining us today. Just to sort of do a little brief overview, today what we have planned, so that way you know if this is your thing. We're going to go over just sort of like an update between each other. We're going to ask each other what we've been up to, what anime we watch, what we're planning to watch if we haven't watched anything, and overall just how we're doing. And then we're going to get into some news. We're going to go over the upcoming fall 2021 anime season and what animes to keep on your radar to watch out for. We're also going to go over today something big that happened. This is about a month ago now. At the time of recording, it's almost a month ago, the Neon Genesis Evangelion movie that came out, 3.0 plus 1.0, or I think it's called Thrice Upon a Time. We're going to be going over that movie. I know Trash Taste just did a video over it. If you're a fan of Trash Taste, then you'll know that they did a video. Completely unrelated, completely coincidental.
Dude, stop plugging the competition!
I mean, hey, when they're like the biggest, I think they're one of the biggest podcasts on YouTube, so it's
guys.
No, we love you. Please don't, please, the Trash Taste fans, don't hate us. Zuhair's just out of line today. But no, so we're gonna be going over the Eva movie and just Eva together, like working together. We're gonna talk about Eva franchise as a whole. So I guess if you want to title the video, it would be the Evangelion episode. But that's the plan. So if this is your thing, thank you for sticking around. If not, still stick around. We love those views. Yeah, we love the views. But so today, we're gonna go ahead and start with my boys. We're gonna see what they've been up to, and let's go with Shady. Shady, what have you been watching? What have you been up to?
Oh man, watching whole lot of nothing, but I did watch the Evangelion movie in a two-part kind of series since I was so tired last night. But I watched like half of it last night, and I watched the rest of it this morning. And let me say, I'm
blown away. Yeah.
But besides that, I've been just schooling around. Finished my first program not too long ago, and that was pretty much for my computer science.
Look at
class.
that, weeb with the dream. But speaking of the movie, before we get into the movie, Zuhair and I actually did the same thing. We watched like half of the watched half
Wait, really?
the movie in the nighttime.
Okay, I'm so glad.
Not that it was boring or anything. It was a good movie. It was just
No, it wasn't boring. I legit was just so tired. And I was like, I will not understand this because I was legit falling asleep and I'd see just these huge things happening. I'm like,
dude, that's exactly what
Zuhair
and I did. We were watching the movie and I was like, I fell asleep and I don't know if he fell asleep, but I was falling asleep. And we were watching the movie and I was like, dude, we need to watch this tomorrow. We watched it the next day. But yeah, it's a good movie. It just,
Thank you. Yeah, it was good. It was just like,
we'll talk about it in a second. But anything else? Been up to? I know you're a gamer. I know you love to game. So,
I mean, I've been playing the Valorant. You know, it hasn't been the greatest lately. It's definitely made me go to the gym more.
Work at your
Definitely,
frustrations, of course.
on
of
that.
course.
Oh man, dude, it's been it hasn't been the most peak fiction type of days, but we ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that because I watch Evangelion.
You
I already
always
feel better. So.
especially with this one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some people are hating on it. I
liked
know
it.
Trash Taste were hating on it, or they weren't necessarily hating on it.
I liked it. I don't know why. I enjoy this out of all the.
Actually, I
liked it way
think
more.
it's like the highest rated one on Mal too. It's like a 9 or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
People
it is.
trip it.
definitely. I mean,
Yeah, it's almost.
people are
fine.
tripping. I think people are just tripping because they expect something
Yeah.
different. But it's like, I just go into Evangelion without any expectations because you're never gonna understand what it means.
Exactly.
As long as it's better than 3.0. I didn't really like 3.0. I know you did, but
Yeah, even though I liked it, it was better. It was for
Yeah.
sure better.
But okay,
It's
so that's
really
nice. You getting into some Valorant. You're not watching any anime. You have anything planned? I know you just watched. I guess technically you just watched the Ava movie, but
You know what's crazy, Frankie? I've been
that's fine.
really,
That's fine. Yeah.
Wanpankun. Okay, yeah, Frankie. Okay.
Bacano.
I've really been
Dude.
wanting to watch that. It's been just like sitting there. I'll be like, just something.
You
but
gotta watch.
I will
You
watch
gotta
that.
watch it
I will. Yeah,
One of the
I
best
think I gotta
dubs.
watch it.
ever.
It looks interesting and only 13
Oh, yeah, no,
episodes, so it's not
short.
a big commitment. And
It's
especially with
short.
something
Basically,
good.
think of Fullmetal Alchemist and
Mhm.
like Fullmetal Alchemist and like
It's got
the
a pretty good
openings.
opening.
No words. It's like an instrumental opening, but it's pretty clean.
Okay, that's cool.
The way that it transitions, its transitional scenes in the opening are pretty clean. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna lie. And all the characters, it's like impossible to
Alright.
hate them. Like all of the characters are so good.
Yeah.
My personal favorite is Miria and Isaac. They're the two, I guess you could say, the main characters, but they're not necessarily main characters. It's kind of like Inglourious Bastards, so that's why I was saying it was it's like a Quentin Tarantino film because it juggles a lot of. I know I talked about it in the last episode, but just briefly, it has a bunch of different perspectives on the same event, and you go over them. So, yeah, it's definitely good. The opening is good, but the animation does kind of show. I didn't talk about this last time, but the animation does kind of show its age. I think it's 2006, so some of the backgrounds are a bit flat. Like I don't know if you guys have seen Uzaki-chan. I saw a little bit of it, but some of the backgrounds for Uzaki-chan are kind of flat. It's kind of the same thing, but whereas Bakano can kind of be like, in 2006, it's a completely different era. Uzaki-chan can't use that excuse. Uzaki-chan's not even. No offense to Uzaki-chan fans.
They didn't put too much.
Wait, is that the show with the fucking little girl with the big biddies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The precursor to the new one that came out in Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid season 2. The little girl with the pink hair.
Mm-hmm.
Got in trouble like a lot. Huge. But anyway, so that's nice. So that's good. So definitely check out Bakano. Really good show. I guess we can go into. Zuhair, you want to go next, or you want me to go?
I guess I'll go. I've been watching a lot of stuff. I've been watching a lot of like seasonal things, right? So I mean, I guess just to run through them really quickly, I've been watching the case study of Vanitas. I've been watching Sunny Boy. I've been watching Fena, the Pirate Princess. I've been watching the Edathan deities.
It's more than I've watched in the past like 4 months.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like one episode like a week, right? So it's like not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, that was one thing I liked.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad.
Seasonals. I don't know. I haven't really. I'm trying to get into them more. Sorry to interrupt your time, but yeah, I can definitely see how it's a lot easier to consume it, like on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Sunny Boy, I want to check out. What are your thoughts on it, like right now? Because I saw it on Mal, and it looks right up my alley. Like I like the way, especially like the poster. If you look on Mal, like a lot of the posters like over the top, but Sunny Boy is just like it's straight to the point. Like it's just simple.
Yeah, so it's made by Madhouse, and the art style is really different. And I think a lot of people don't like it, maybe because like its art style is really different. But it's a really good show, I'd say. The plot is kind of like, basically, there's these kids in a school, and then the school gets transported to like another dimension, right? And now all these kids are left to fend for themselves, and they have to find a way to like, you know, hold themselves accountable and like kind of like live life, right? So it's kind of like Lord of the Flies, basically.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And
Okay.
it's really cool. So like the plot, there's like a lot of weird stuff going on with the plot, but like that doesn't really matter because like the things that they're saying and like the kind of themes that they bring up in the show and they talk about are actually really cool. Like there's this one episode where all they do is they talk about these monkeys playing baseball, but the message behind the show is like the message behind that, it makes sense and it's really impactful. It's really cool.
So it's like Ava, Lord of the Flies, Isekai.
Sure, yeah, you could say that. I mean, I guess it's kind of isekai, yeah, but yeah, it's something like that.
The man, Isekai manages to. It does
but
sound
it's
interesting. Lord of the Flies was a very interesting book.
I don't know if anybody else who's listening to this hasn't read Lord of the Flies. Essentially, for like a very spoiler-free brief summary, it's about these kids. I think they're British or something. They crash land on an island. All the adults die, and essentially, it's like a miniature case study about what happens. I mean, I don't think it's based on any psychological research, but it's basically these kids get trapped on an island, and they're trying to work out how to live together in peace and how to successfully survive. It's a really interesting book. Like for anybody to read. I personally, I'm not huge on books. I'm not illiterate. I just don't like reading. Why would I sit, for hours just staring at words when I could look at pictures on a screen? Vtubers, But the book is interesting because. What do you mean, okay?
No, good to keep going, bro.
Yeah. That's what I thought. That
was a good flag.
But anyway, Lord of the Flies is a good book. Definitely check it out. It's very shocking in a lot of the stuff that happens in the book. But yeah, so I guess if you like Lord of the Flies, check it out. I'm definitely going to check it out because that's been on my radar for a while.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Definitely. Y'all should check out every show that I just listed because those are the best shows of the season, guys. Definitely check them all out. I mean, I haven't watched Slime Isekai or like Kobayashi Dragon Maid. I haven't seen that. So I don't have anything to say about that. But the ones that I just said are really good, especially Sunny Boy. And maybe Ida-ten if you like sort of darker stuff.
Yeah. Well, I will definitely check those out. I'll put those link to those in the description for the pirate-free versions. But you know where to look for if you want to see them any other way. But I guess we can move on to me. I haven't really been watching too much anime. More so I've just been watching VTubers. I've really gotten into Holoen Gen 2. If I had to say my best girl from EN Gen 2, I really like Mume. If you know who Mume is, I like Mume. She's an owl. And then I also like Sana. She's her VTuber model's interesting, but she's Australian, so it's funny. She just gets on streams and just starts speaking Australian. But other than that, I actually, speaking of Baccano and good dubs, I started watching the Castlevania Netflix show. Really good show. So far, I haven't gotten too far into it, but the voice acting, next level. Like I thought Baccano, Fullmetal Alchemist, Death Note, I thought those dubs were good. Oh my god. And the voice actors for this Castlevania show is like next level. These guys are like legit. Like it's I think it's set in like sort of like it's a different version of Britain or the UK. So each one of their accents is like legit. They actually hired people from those areas to do like a Cockney accent for like a sort of southern London slum kind of area. And then like Trevor, I guess is his name, Trevor Belmont. He has more of like a posh kind of sounding accent. Dracula's voice actor is really good. So I definitely recommend you guys, and then my boys, you guys gotta check out this show. It's really good. And the animation, it's actually so clean. Like this, I was not expecting the type of animation from the show, but like within the first like episode, when Dracula sort of does this little thing, I'm not going to spoil. That animation is so clean, and whenever Trevor fights the Cyclops thing, dude, it's like Ufotable levels of like animation. Like, it's actually insane. I don't know what studio did this, because technically I think it's not an anime studio. I don't think it's an anime. By technically speaking, I mean, I consider it because it looks like it, but technically speaking, I don't think it was produced in Japan. So that's why it's probably the dub is a lot better, because they actually sourced out people specifically for it. But other than that, I haven't really been keeping up with any other anime. Not like this man Zuhair has. This guy's been grinding anime. Like,
Yeah.
dude, he's way above
Love
us.
us, man.
Hey man, I remember the days when I yeah.
Oh man, same, bro. I feel like, oh, man, I just
Dude,
want to go back to
Guys,
years ago.
it's
No,
not that bad. It's like 4 episodes a week, guys.
No, it's like a good. It's a good.
The
anime.
last time I ever grinded something was Attack on Titan. And
That's
that was, I finished it in a weekend, all of it. It was crazy.
Let me see what's.
And
the
then
last
2 years ago, which we'll actually get into this, actually, Ava is when I watched this 2 years ago. But 2 years ago, I don't know what I was on, but this was a grind. In a month and a half, I finished all of Haruhi, all of Evangelion, Space Patrol
Oh my
Lumiko,
goodness! Yeah.
Girls Moon's Concert.
Yeah.
Dude, I finished,
you were
I finished
going
so
crazy,
many
Frankie.
different things. Like, it was just like, if you look at my Mal list, which I'll link in the description, I can link each one of ours. But if you look at mine in the description, you sort by date. It'll just be like, before then, it'll be like, yeah, January, March, maybe May, because that's when I watched Code Geass was in May. Also, great show. I need to watch the movie. But then you look at September to October, and it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, it's like 20 entries. It's crazy. I don't know what I was on, but it was insane. But Ava was one of those, and that's actually a great segment for our subject after this next subject. So that's not a great segment. Forgive me.
That was actually. I thought you were
No.
to the.
No, not yet.
Evangelion
That's
movie.
afterwards. So news, anime news.
That's too quick.
There's not necessarily any not big news for anime. I mean, at the time of recording, there's nothing huge. They're out right now. I guess we can plug when we recorded this episode. Today is 9/19/2021, so there's nothing that really came out at the moment. But the fall 2021 anime season is coming out, boys, and I thought it would be a good idea to sort of let these people know, let the good people of Reanimated Podcast, let the good people of Wanpankun understand and sort of have on their radar what shows to look out. What's to be on the lookout for, on the prowl for. So we can go ahead and start out this list. Do any of you guys have anything specific before I get into the list that I made?
I mean, I've
I
a
do
couple
not.
shows that I'm gonna be looking out for.
Okay. Do you want to say them, or do you want me to say them?
average.
I guess I'll run through them real quick. But the shows that I'm looking out for, Platinum Ends. It's like the same dude who did Death Note. It's the same guy, similar premise. I think it'll be interesting. 86 season 2 is gonna be really good. If you haven't seen 86, go check it out.
So true.
Blue Period also looks pretty good, and Tact OP Destiny looks pretty good. It's a Madhouse Mappa collab, so you already know it's gonna be something
Ooh.
crazy going on over there.
It is going to be crazy. Madhouse and Mappa. People give Mappa crap for.
Wait, what was the show?
It's Tact OP
No, you're-
Destiny.
Yeah, it definitely looks good. The poster art, I'll put all of these in the description, the Mal description, or like the Mal pages to them, so you can check them out if it's something you're interested in. They'll start airing most of these shows will start airing early October, so we still have a few weeks before they come out. But definitely 86 season 2 looks really good. I watched a little bit of 86, and I gotta say, really, really, really good.
That's
I
fine.
haven't heard of Platinum End, but if it's by the dude that did Death Note, it's gonna be good. And then Tact OP Destiny. Looks like a great show. From the poster art alone, I mean, it looks really interesting. And Madhouse and Mappa doing a collab is it's gonna be fire.
Also-
I mean, you already know.
For my mecha fans out there, original Sunrise mecha show Kyokai Senki next season might kind of cool. We don't know, Might be kind
We
of
don't know. Speaking of Sunrise, it's starting to go on a slight tangent. Sunrise is like interesting to me because they have all their mechas, right? They're really good at mechas. But then on the complete opposite end, they have their Love Live show. Like it's just like they're one or the other. Like it's like they're singing, dancing idols, or they're big giant robots fighting each other. I'm sorry, that's just a side note, but I think it's So if you want idols and robots, Sunrise is your studio. But yeah, so those are great choices. I actually had some of those on my list. So we'll get into some of the ones I had on my list. I don't want to say bigger ones, but the biggest one I would say or two of the biggest ones that I say that are coming out this season, airing October 7th, 2021, with its first episode, is the highly anticipated Komi-san wa Komyosho desu. And basically, if you don't know what that is, it's Komi-san can't communicate. The show that's been getting the biggest L for not getting an anime adaptation for like ever. I haven't read too much of it, but I know everybody's been anticipating it. Like if you're anywhere on Instagram or any sort of forum place, they wanted an adaptation for Komi, and there you go. You Komi fans out there, you're finally getting your adaptation on October 7th, so write that down in your calendar. The next anime I want to talk about is for my shonen fans. I still need to finish this series, so a little ashamed to admit I actually haven't watched the entire show, but I know everybody loves the show, and I definitely need to finish it. But the JuJutsu Kaisen, the Zero movie, comes out on, I guess technically it's considered the fall 2021 season, so we still have a while before it comes out. It releases in theaters December 24th, 2021. Yeah, it's basically Christmas. But it definitely looks interesting, movie Zero, so that's one thing to keep on your radar. Another sort of special kind of thing to keep on your radar is, I don't know if you boys have heard of Given. Do you guys know what Given is? So Given is, I'm not gonna out myself like this, but I guess I have to. But Given is Given is a yaoi show, but it's a really well written show. The middle of the story with Mafuyu's song, it's so emotional. But there's an OVA coming out, one episode OVA with Forgiven, that is coming with the 7th manga volume. So be on the lookout for that. It might be like a music thing, I'm not sure, but keep that on your radar. That will be releasing December 1st, so I mean, it's still a while. Some other shows to keep on your list are The Way of the Household Husband, Season 2. I believe it will be coming out on Netflix. It is an ONA, so it's probably going to follow the same sort of animation style that the first season had, which is essentially picture Monogatari with the still frames. I know enough about Monogatari that has those little like 1920s movies, panels.
It's basically kind of disrespecting Monogatari right now, comparing it to this trash, dude. I've seen pictures of the show, dude. It's literally just manga panels colored.
Basically. I don't mean any disrespect to Monogatari. Okay, no disrespect. I know you guys feel very intensely about your Senjo Hara and your toothbrush. I know you Monogatari fans love your toothbrushing and your
okay, dude.
Stuff. Yummy. Whoa. That's a topic for another video. Some other things to keep in mind are one that I'm actually kind of interested in is Mieruko-chan. I don't know if you guys know Mieruko-chan, but I'm sure you've seen a panel of it somewhere. It's that girl, she has black hair, she's talking to some person, and then behind that person is like this grotesque, horrifying looking ghost thing. Essentially, it's kind of slice of life-y, kind of just like, I don't know, they just follow the kind of adventures of Miko, who sees, essentially, it's the 7th sense, see dead people, or 6th sense, my bad, 6th sense, where she just sees dead people every day. And the manga is interesting because of the art style, so hopefully the show doesn't fall short with its animation and art style, because that's really what made the manga interesting in my opinion. But other than that, there's no manga news this week because it's serializing is different than seasons. But yeah, those are our choices, so keep those on your radar, guys and boys. Keep those on your radar too. And hopefully these shows don't bomb. We'll come back next week for our seasonal news, talking about whether or not these shows bombed. They're talking about whether the rankings have changed or whatever. But yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. So now to segue perfectly, not perfectly, unfortunately, but not a segue. That's one of my things. I want to segue something perfectly, but I did that last time on our last episode. But this week's just not my week. But we're gonna transition into the Ava movie. We're gonna actually start with you, Shady, since you just watched the movie, what are your fresh opinions on it?
Oh man, okay, so what really, like, since it's been a bit since I watched like anime, and dude, this fan service, they were not lean with that, and man, that thing was going out like because it's been a bit since I've seen those characters, bro.
Dude, have I just been desensitized?
Crazy,
I didn't think it was that crazy,
dude.
Damn,
it was pretty clean. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, no, it was fine to me, but like, so since it was like, because Robert wanted to watch it too, and so they all came over and we were watching it, and we were just like all going crazy in some of those scenes, bro. It was like, it was different, and Robert's like, he's like, dang, bro, it's like, it's been forever since I watched anime, and I'm like, same, but it was fine. I liked it, but it was that was like, so I'm gonna like talk about the first half because I'm trying to like remember.
Another note, anybody watching, this is gonna be full of spoilers. I'll put a tag on screen when we stop talking about it, but I really don't see that happening, because in order to talk about Evangelion, you kind of got to spoil it. But if you want to listen and be spoiled, there's really nothing. I mean, even if you get spoiled for it, even if you watch it like 50 times, you're not going to understand it. You're going to understand it the same amount that you watched the first one.
No, I need to watch it a second time. I need to watch it. I don't know, but it was like the beginning part. It was like it was very nice. From the fights I can remember, they were like, because like where I kind of ended off, like where the half, I don't know about you guys, I don't know where you guys ended off, but for me it was right when Asuka and Mari went to go fight the bunch, like to go to the Nerve headquarters. That's where I ended off. Are they talking with
Shinji? Like in the okay. I think
we
actually right there too.
No way.
Yeah, because like I remember we were watching, and there's this crazy fight scene going on. Freaking Asuka's going Super Saiyan,
crazy
and
Frankie's
just asleep. Frankie's literally just asleep.
Indeed. No, that's when I looked over. I see my friend Devin and then Joseph, because I didn't know. Frankie, did you know Joseph watched all the Evangelion? I have no idea. Me either. I was like, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna watch Evangelion. He's like, can I watch it with y'all? I'm like, oh, you watched it? He's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, what? You never told? He's like, oh. He's like, it's a cool movie. Like, it's a cool show. And I'm like, oh. Because usually, like, most people like live with Robert. He came up and like asked questions to me, since I kind of.
Well, usually,
like,
if you watched it, you're gonna ask questions.
Understood it. Yeah. And then, but yeah, Joseph had no questions.
Joseph's one of the few people that legitimately understood the show.
Yeah, one of the few people. Yeah, he like, I don't know. It was funny, and so we watched it, and then, whatchamacallit? Or we were watching it, and I just looked back, and like the fight's going on, and I'm like slowly dazing out. I'm like, wait, I need to like look around, and I just see everybody else asleep besides Robert. Robert's sitting there just with his like mouth open. He's like, bro, and then he looks at me. He's like, I think I gotta go, and I'm like, okay. He's like, I think it's too late.
But yeah, that's where we fell asleep. The last thing I remember was when when Asuka and Mari are talking to Shinji in his little cell thing, and then that's it. That's all I remember. But yeah, the movie was really good. When Zuhair and I watched it, man, that first fight, that was clean. I was not expecting that level of this. I know most of it was CG or 3D animation, but I couldn't tell.
Dude, that was fantastic.
That was really good.
Yeah, they did a great job on that. Like, I was genuinely surprised. And those like pictures in the back, like the art was actually so beautiful. Like of like the cities, or like they had like one of the sky.
Yeah. Paris looked definitely good. Like that whole first fight scene was really good. Yeah. Another thing I liked about the movie is, because it took 9-10 years for it to come out, they put a slight recap at the beginning. And I like that recap.
They did. It got
me really hyped to watch the movie, because it went over 1.0, then 2.0, and then 3.0 briefly. So you can, in theory, watch the movie without watching the other ones, but you definitely need to watch the other ones. But the movie was really good. The fight with Asuka and all the, I guess they're mass-produced Ava. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like something weird.
Yeah, I don't know. They were, dude. The names in there were.
That's one thing I have to say about this show. Shady. This and Zuhair. I said the same thing to Zuhair when we were watching. But my God, this show just feels like, okay, so for some context, I have a little brother, and he's 7 years old. When we fight, when we do little thingies, he will make up moves, pull them out of his butt. He'll be like, this is my plasma ultimate buster cannon, fire shot 2.0. And I'm like, all right, that's nice. That's exactly what this show did. Every single 10 minutes, it'd be like, oh my gosh,
exactly.
we need to activate our devious butt thruster ultimate 2.0 mega cannon.
Yeah, the key of whatever, the key of Knuckle, and dude, they were using so many religious things too. Like they had the Book of Life in there. I'm like, oh my goodness,
in this
bro.
movie, just
like,
it sounds like a little kid.
It was great.
Yeah, it
but
was
it was
good.
just like,
but every 10 minutes, it's like you just stepped out from watching an Ava movie in theaters or at home or wherever, and you just stepped onto like a fourth grade playground, and these kids are shouting stuff at each other, and it's like, dude, it's so funny.
Oh my goodness.
But the movie's really good. The
awesome.
Asuka Mari fight at the beginning is really, really good. And originally, because after that it sort of does the whole Shinji and Asuka, and they're in a village or whatever. Or actually, Asuka doesn't fight in the beginning. I think that's just Mari. Mari,
Yeah,
she's going ham. But then the Asuka,
she
Rei,
was going
and Shinji, and then I actually really liked as slow as it was. I liked the change of pace in the village, because the village it's interesting to see how these people.
The village part was my favorite part of the movie.
I like I really liked that part, because I was like, I like the ending part to it, but then the village part, it was really
just a change of pace, because normally
I thought they did a great job.
All of
it was,
especially the original show and then all the movies, it's always fast paced. There's always something going on, but it was a nice change of pace to just have everybody just settle down and to really look at how these people are living because of the third impact that happened in the last.
Through these circumstances,
we literally got character development for Rei, bro. Insane. It was insane.
Yeah.
But it was good, and I liked her.
Crazy.
At first, I didn't like it because I was like, "Oh, they're just trying to make her cute for no reason." But no, I actually really enjoyed the scenes with Rei where she's doing. as cute as it was, and I'm sure that was their main point, was just to make it cute. But it's nice to get development for her to just, this Rei, sort of develop. And then I also one person, speaking of character development, that I really liked about this movie that they did very well. Two characters actually, besides Mari, but Shinji. Shinji got a lot of good stuff in this movie. I didn't like him at the beginning because he's, being all normal Shinji.
Yeah, at the beginning I was so confused. I was like, where was his development?
Right at the end, he gets development. But one of the people,
Great job.
Gendo, I felt got a lot of development this movie, because even though he was with where he finally sort of this whole series has been going on for a really long time, but never ever in this series have you had a moment with Gendo and Shinji, and Gendo legitimately apologizing to his son for what he's done and explains why he's done what he's done. And it's such a good thing for not only Gendo's character but Shinji's character at the end, to have Gendo apologize and to show Shinji that he really does love Shinji after, it's a little bit late because this is after doing all the stuff that he's done for him for years. But it was nice to see a moment between Gendo and his son, and Shinji actually trying to understand each other, and it actually fits the entire plot of the movie. Gendo, it fits. What I liked about this movie with Gendo's character was that it tied itself back to the original series, where the ending of the original series was essentially that you're lonely and that you'll never ever be able to understand anybody else around you because of these different walls that you put up. And that ties into what Gendo's character had at the end, where he put up this whole front, he put up this whole act, this whole scheme, because he didn't think anybody could understand him. And then it was a nice moment to have, especially that train scene, that was a throwback to the original, where they're sitting in that train. But it was nice to have Shinji and Gendo finally be able to understand each other and have that moment where he gets to see Yui again. It was really good. It felt, this movie, if anything, it felt satisfying. It may not have been the best conclusion, but it felt satisfying on a lot of different things to see, these different characters have a happier ending than they've had before. But definitely the movie is really good. That first bit with the village was just interesting. It was just interesting to watch. It was a change of pace, and it made the movie feel a lot more emotional because you get more attached to some of these characters. Granted, Shinji, I didn't like at the beginning because he just was being Shinji, but to be fair, to go through what he went through, it makes a little bit more sense. And Asuka, man, Asuka's being so like they really amped up the tsundere for her in this movie. It was like super tsundere.
Yeah.
She was Super Saiyan tsundere. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was
those
crazy.
scenes with the bully, definitely getting bullied, force fed and bullied, bro. That's like,
Oh man,
no,
yeah.
they really,
Yeah, bro. If Shinji was acting like a little bitch around me, I'd fuck him up too. What do you mean?
yeah. He was.
He
Yeah,
was
he
being a
was. He definitely was. He's kind of been like that the whole series. But speaking of Asuka, they did some real nice things with her this movie, and we can say that because
Yep,
she's
they sure did.
technically she's 28. She's of age.
Oh
She's
my
like-
goodness.
No, I mean, yeah, you know the Ava curse.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, those I mean, if you like Asuka, one thing I have to say about this movie that I like Asuka. She may not be my best girl because I'm always gonna go with Misato, but Asuka, for as pivotal as a character she is, she doesn't really do that much in this movie, and I kind of feel a little bit upset. This is, I guess, is a hot take. I didn't like what they did with Asuka because all she really was delegated to was just, no pants, no shirt, walk around all movie, and that's really all she did. There was versus the original show where she had all that development with the breakdown from what is it, that giant circle thing that they fought, that like the mental breakdown, the development they had at end of Evangelion. All that stuff was just not there, and she didn't really get a whole lot of justice in this movie besides being fan service. And so, like, I thought they could have done a bit better with the character. She's not even in the last frame, like the last scene with the train and everybody like living on their lives. You have to look like really hard, but she's not even there. Like all the other characters are there, but her. For some reason, she's not in that last scene.
oh wait, where?
The ending, where
which
they're grown up. Yeah, she's not there.
The train? Yeah, no, she was in the she was with crap. No, I swear I saw her. She wasn't in like the
she's
full,
like
but,
off to the
I
side.
saw her when they were
And
panning
that's
her
like
out.
that's what I'm saying is that's what it
Yeah.
feels like. That shot like almost exactly explains the entire movie for Asuka's character because she just kind of gets left to the side. She doesn't really do a whole lot, and I felt a little
Yeah.
upset that was the case. I mean, she had that that crazy battle at the end where Mari and Asuka are fighting all this stuff. So that part, I'm gonna be honest, that part where they're flying that giant pirate ship into whatever's going on, I just sat back. I told you, I was like, I'm just gonna sit back and I'm just gonna watch these pretty colors, bro, because I'm not understanding what's going on at all.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm so glad I wasn't the only one. I was so worried you guys knew everything. I'm just
No, because like the original Evangelion, you can
didn't
kind
get
of
to
follow
that. what's
what's going on. This movie, I was just
Yeah,
like,
no,
all right,
you-
so now they're in a giant circle. Okay, so now Shinji's flying through space. Okay, now they're in a pirate ship. All right, now Misato's dead. Okay, like this whole movie, you just kind of got to be like, all right. So Misato has a son.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's just this whole movie,
Yeah.
you just kind of like Penguins of Madagascar, smile and wave, boys. That's what you got to do for this whole movie. You've never been able to
That's
understand Evangelion before, but this movie is like, you're not gonna get this at all. I think the only person that understands it, maybe he doesn't even understand it, is the Hideaki Anno, who directs these movies. I don't know, man. I don't know what was up in this movie, but the visuals are very pretty. The fights are really, really good.
Very
Character development was really good. The music, I like that in each movie they have their own sort of Kamsus or Todd. I wish, though, speaking of throwbacks, or I guess recall.
Why the fuck did they not play Comsus or Todd?
Exactly my point. They had that whole scene where they're fighting through the different scenes in the anime. I mean, they even have the. Speaking of that, we told you about it. What did you think about that when Gendo and
the title. Oh my goodness, that
dude.
was such a good I
So
did not
fire.
expect that at
Oh
all.
my
So
I was
fire.
sitting there because I remember you guys were saying it,
Yeah.
and then it just happened,
And then
it legit
the
just
biggest
happened.
moment,
I was
bro.
like,
The
wow.
biggest thing. Zuhair and I were watching it, and we literally went,
Mhm.
"Whoa! Oh my god!" Is when they're fighting through the scenes, right? They have
Yeah.
Misato's kitchen. They fight in the studio. They break the studio, and then when they're in the scene from End of Evangelion where they are on the beach, and I'm like, "Yo,
Mhm.
no way they're about
Yeah.
to tie this back." Or they
Yeah.
didn't, but that was
That thing where they were going through the different scenes while they're talking
It was
was
so crazy.
Was Or when they were fighting, oh my
It
goodness,
was
that
so
was
crazy.
crazy.
I was about to poop myself, bro.
mind-blowing.
When they had the scene of End of Evangelion when they're on the beach and they did it in the new style, I was like, no way, no way is the Rebuild franchise just like a dream. They're not about to pull this card. They didn't, spoilers, but I was like, yo, Zuhair and I were losing our stuff, bro, when that scene came on with Asuka. They made her kind of thick in that scene.
Oh yeah, bro, they made her like
fine, bro, fine. But
I made Mari at the
Mari,
end fine too. I mean,
God.
she's bro at the adult. Oh my god.
I haven't always
So
liked
fun.
Mari, but she definitely was one of the characters that got the spotlight in this movie, and she was.
Oh no, dude!
indeed.
Like at the end, where she comes out of the water, freaking 02 style, just pops out of the water.
Oh yeah.
That was fire.
But no, that last scene with where she has the hands over his eyes and she's fine. She's fine.
Oh my
But
goodness.
that speaking of the ending, we can talk about the ending now. What do you guys think about the ending? Like overall, and then like just in the context of the movie.
I was fine with it. I honestly liked it.
It's definitely
It's
the
nice.
happiest ending Evangelion's ever ended.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's just to me, I like the movie. The movie is very satisfying, but the movie isn't very conclusive because it's like, what happens? Like, what's gonna happen to these characters? Like, I understand it's like a world without Avas, right? Like, what about all the other timelines? I guess timelines, if you want to say them. Or...
Bro, but that's the thing though. Have y'all heard of like that theory that people came up with where like Evangelion's just like a time loop? There's like there's like a time loop theory or something. Where like
No, I haven't heard about it.
basically they go through this world, right? And then in every world the whole freaking Ava shit happens, and then they just like remake the world and they re-time loop it every time. I don't know. I don't know the specifics. I just know there's a time loop theory and I read about it a couple of weeks ago, but I don't really remember. But there's some shit out there. Y'all probably find it.
Yeah, I'll look for it and put a link in the description. Because I haven't heard of that theory, but I mean, it would make sense. There's so many different. There's like what, 3 different endings now. There's the original show. There's the end of Evangelion. Then there's this one. Which I mean, I guess with that out of the way, you guys like the ending. I like the ending. It was cute. It was cute to see them finally be happy.
Yeah.
Because now we can, with that, talking about the correlation to the rest of the shows, we can actually talk about the shows. What did you guys think of Evangelion just as a franchise in a whole? And I guess what was your favorite series? I mean, there's only 2 main series, but what was your favorite one out of all of them?
I would say my favorite is End of Evangelion, only because it has one of the greatest fight scenes of all time in it. With Asuka versus
the mass-produced Avas.
Yeah, Asuka versus the the white bird thingies.
The white bird things, yeah.
Yeah,
With
that
the
was
big
probably
mouths.
one of the greatest
Oh
fight
yeah,
scenes
that
ever.
was so cool.
It was good, yeah, definitely. It was animated super well, especially for like the time, with her like, I don't know, the movements were very fluid, and she did really good. And it was also just really good, despite how like, she gets mauled. It was refreshing to see a fight where one of the characters lose, like she lost.
I mean,
like bad.
Yeah. Not only that, but it's just like the way that they animated. Like, I think a lot of things that happen in like, especially big mecha shows, right, is that they kind of forget that they're big mechs. But like in this fight, you can see how like deliberate and how deliberate each move is for the robot. Like doing these big crazy swings and like trying to like kill things in that big ass robot. They actually make it's like the action super deliberate. They make them really like impactful. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. They did it really well.
Yeah, I like that movie. I'd have to say my favorite timeline, as much as I like the rebuild films, as much as I like the new one, and I like 2.0. 2.0 is probably, I'd still probably say that's my favorite one, just because I like the direction it took to sort of go off. And then that last scene where Kaoru throws the Longinus spear through Shinji to stop the third impact, that was cool. That was really cool to watch. It's like it's like I don't know, it's like a subversion. But I have to say my favorite one is probably the timeline with the show, just because there's something very unique about the show. I watched the show, so the show is 26 episodes, But there's just something, you get a different vibe when you watch the show because of when it was made, the animation style, and the music choices. The music choices are the same composer, Shido Sagisu, is in both different timelines, but the original timeline, it just feels different. Like it feels like a sort of like a piece of time. It feels like a piece of the 90s that you can just sort of take out and look at, like a CD, from like back in the day. You can take out and just listen to whatever music was on it. And that's what I like about the show. The animation style is unique, especially for the time, but it still looks good. It still holds up. But there's just a different feel to it. Like the thing that keeps drawing me back to the show that I like the most is, and they had it in the rebuild, but there's just something different about the way it was drawn in the original series, is that scene right before they're going to fight that giant geometric shape. And it's the scene with Rei before she gets in the prototype, Ava 00, and she's standing in front of the moon, and she's just sort of holding onto the rail. That scene is what solidifies for me why I like the show more. It just is, I don't know, to me, the show does a lot of, the show has the ability to do more things than you can put in a 2-hour movie. And I think that's why I like the series, is because they can expand a lot more on different concepts, ideas, and fights, because they have 26 episodes to play with. They don't have just 2 hours to play with. Granted, there's 4 movies, but the only thing I can credit the rebuilds for doing better, because I think they're a great adaptation of an original series, is the fight where they fight that geometric shape. I like it a lot better in the rebuild film. They did that significantly better. And then just 4.0, the new animation style looks really good, but there's something just inherently unique about the original series, and then having End of Evangelion being that conclusion. And come on, you guys can't beat Come Susur Todd. Come Susur Todd is just such a banger. I know, Zuhair, you love Come Susur Todd.
Yeah, good song.
Good song, great song. But and then there's nothing. Personally, I like the ending for the new movie. Good movie, happy ending, happy everything, right? Everybody gets sort of like a satisfying conclusion. But there's something just so unique, and just like, I hate to use the same word, unique. There's something just so empty feeling about seeing them on that beach in that last scene. It's so open. Like, both endings are open-ended. You don't know what happens at the end of Evangelion. You also don't know what happens at the end of the normal movie. You don't know what's going to happen, right? But there's such an ambiguity in the original End of Evangelion movie that for me is my favorite ending. As much as I love people being happy, there's just, after having that gigantic show of just the third impact, right? And then just to have the silence and like the waves, and then the ambiguity of whatever happened after End of Evangelion, it's just so striking. Like, it's such a jarring ending to the rest of the show, yet fits so well within the context of the universe that they've established. But that's my personal favorite ending. You can sit there and like people clapping, saying congratulations. That's a good ending for the psychological message of the show. But for a conclusive ending of the show, I like End of Evangelion's ending just for what it managed to do and the feeling it gives you afterwards. It's like a satisfying ambiguity versus the new movie, which is sort of satisfying but not as satisfying in its ambiguity. But what was your guys' favorite ending?
I don't know, man. Because like you said with the show, I was very, I can agree with that. I really like the show, but then it's just like, man, the rebuilds were just a nice touch for me, especially since I really liked the third one, even though a lot of people didn't. I really liked that, and then the fourth one happened, so I'm gonna have to go off and just go in another direction and say the third one, or not the third one, the rebuilds.
Rebuilds, yeah, the rebuilds are good. I definitely like the series.
I liked because it was a nice happy ending, and I don't know, it was nice seeing all the people, even though Asuka didn't get all the time that I wanted her to, but you gotta take an L. And also Shinji, started to understand and started to grow up, and I guess that's where the growing up part was, especially like at a perfect time where I'm growing up. It's kind of interesting because I would never have thought I would see Shinji like this. He went through many different phases, but it's finally I don't know, because his father said he's like you've finally grown.
Yeah, it was nice to see.
Crazy, man, because now I'm finally growing up Yeah, so
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was
That,
nice.
that's I completely
touch.
agree, because it was nice to have Shinji got development in the original series, but it was really nice to finally have Gendo as an explanation, make up with his son. But then it was also nice to see Shinji actually grow up. He never grows up in the original series, and it was nice to finally see him do something for once. He does a lot more in the rebuilds than he does in the original series, and that is one thing I like a lot more, is that he does things and he actually tries to make things better. Unlike, he doesn't do that for the first half of the movie, but he does do it for the last half. It's just a good series. But definitely though, with Evangelion, I don't know. I just didn't understand it, and I think that's just the point of Evangelion. It's not meant for you to understand. It's just meant for you to appreciate. My whole thing with Evangelion, some people are mad. They're like, oh, well, you're supposed to understand it. I want something that's digestible. And yeah, it's nice to have something digestible and shown to you what it's supposed to be. But in my opinion, Evangelion works because of the fact that it's not a show you're meant to understand. It's in my how I viewed it was a case study of different characters and different people and how they handle different situations. Granted, they're in a gigantic mecha world. They fight giant kaiju things every day, basically. But it's not about that. It's not about the story of them fighting a kaiju. The main focus of the story isn't that. The main focus of the story is the human mind and how these characters react to different situations that they're put in. So like, even if you don't understand what's going on in Evangelion, I don't think that's the point. I think the point is to try and look at these characters from a step back and analyze the series psychologically for what it is. I mean, is that what you guys got out of it, or am I just crazy? Am I just pretentious?
No, I actually got a pretty good, or at least for the end of it, like, it just really made, I don't know, it was, because I need to read more on it, and that's what I was going to do probably after this, try to really understand it, because it had a lot of points in it that, like, I don't know, it was just, oh man, the like, because Asuka wasn't included too much, and I wish they kind of went more with her. Or no, Gendo, I really like that, where we learned about Gendo, him just being alone and the knowledge, and then falling in love, and then losing all of that, and then feeling the anguish of loneliness, even though he's never felt it before, or even though he was always lonely but never felt it because he's never really lived life. And that is interesting, because I mean, it was not too much. I was never that lonely, but I definitely enjoyed my alone time. But now it's like I always enjoy being around people more, and I don't really like having the alone time, because then you really you understand just how much that sucks sometimes. And then sometimes you just run out of stuff to do. So don't know how Gendo did that, but he did it with knowledge. So that's why he was also so smart, which I thought was interesting. When he took off those glasses, I did not expect that. I'll be completely honest. Did not expect them to be, or to, what did they say? Give up his humanity, right? Yeah,
I like that they give.
That's crazy.
Sort of a background, because you never have a background on Gendo for the entire series.
No, I never did, and so it was nice actually having a background of a guy
to give him motivation for what he does. I mean, he wants to see his wife, and everybody can sympathize with the fact that you want to see a loved one again, but you never get the explanation as to why he does the other things that he does, and you can sympathize with him all day about that. That's not enough to sort of understand him or to try and justify what he does. And I think that this movie is a good way to sort of explain why he is the way that he is, why he does what he does, why he treats Shinji the way that he does. But well, so I mean, this podcast wasn't really meant to be super long for this episode today. But is there anything else? We've talked enough about Evangelion. We talked enough about the other things. But is there anything else you guys have about Evangelion that you guys, have to say about it?
I wouldn't. At the moment, I do not, but I know I will, especially after reading more and talking to more people, because I'm actually probably going to talk to this guy on Instagram that knows a lot about Evangelion. I think his account's still up. Hopefully, I haven't seen him in a long time.
I was doing some research while we were talking, and I think, I didn't really read very thoroughly, but I think I read somewhere that like every time instrumentality happens, the LCL, like the Fanta basically.
Yeah, the Fanta.
It like covers the earth, right? and then every like whatever, like an amount of time passes, and then the LCL like recedes or goes away or evaporates or some shit happens to the LCL, and basically the world just starts over again. I think that's like the basis of this time loop theory, because like that's the whole point of like that's what happens every time instrumentality happens. The whole world becomes Fanta.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, man.
So like, wait, so like the LCL covers the planet and then it recedes, and then how does it just like restart?
I don't know, dude. The world just restarts. It starts anew. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
the world
I guess.
just starts over again.
Well, so yeah, send me that article and then I'll definitely put it in the description. But I mean, is there anything else you guys have to say about Ava or Gainax or Hidekiano or anything? Or do you think that's good?
I'm pretty good until I really read more. So maybe next time we do a podcast, I might have to, if we have some extra time, might have to talk about it. So I'm very interested in some of the things that happen, man. Like those words, man. I gotta know what those words mean.
Yeah, some of those words, I don't know. Hey, I'll be honest with you, though. I think some of those words are just complete BS. Like how are you gonna sit there and tell me that like, oh, we need to recalibrate the gyroscopic butt sphere of, you know, ultimate Longinus, blah blah blah. Like, dude, they had to have just been saying stuff just to say stuff, bro. That's one thing that I feel like that movie is just so silly, right? Because like he just wrote in there to just spout random stuff to make it sound more complicated.
Yeah, he definitely did, and he did his job.
Yeah,
for sure.
But
that was.
But yeah, I guess if that's all we have to say about Evangelion, just as a franchise, for me, just to sum it up, it's a great series. I think anybody should watch it. If you haven't watched it, spoilers, because you've already listened to the whole thing. But if you have, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's just a good show. It's not a show. Don't go into it. Don't watch it again to try and understand it. Just appreciate it for what it is. Because too many people get caught up in the fact that, well, I didn't understand it. This is a stupid show. It's not meant for anybody to understand. It's just supposed to. You're just supposed to watch it. You're supposed to sit down. You're supposed to feel good about it or bad about it.
Yeah, no reason to hate on it. Too many people already hate on a bunch of stuff. Like, really, it's bad. It's kind of annoying seeing how many people hate just like on everything. It's not only just with anime stuff and VTubers, man. It's.
But yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, don't hate.
So don't hate.
It's definitely a good show. It makes you feel.
Maybe you can hate on VTubers.
Yeah.
But...
Yo,
just kidding.
No.
Jokes, guys. Jokes.
You're gonna get reanimated. You're gonna get our podcast canceled, bro. You don't want to mess with the Sims, man.
Dude, literally,
like
I've never seen a single VTuber except shout out C9 Vienna. That's the only VTuber I know of. She plays League.
C9 Vienna? Is he like a specific like League VTuber?
Or is she one of those like? Is it
just she just has a model? I think. I don't think she's like. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that ecosystem works. I mean, I just know. she has she's a dragon and she plays League.
I don't know.
Is she indie? Like an independent VTuber?
I guess. Yeah, dude. Sure.
Yeah, I think that's what. Yes, yeah, I've seen a lot of those.
This is gonna be good then when we have a VTuber episode, because you're gonna come into it and Zach, Shady, you like VTubers? I love VTubers.
Yeah, you love them. It's been a bit since I've actually watched one, but I've still.
I was thinking about getting a nice guest, one of my friends does Twitch. He loves VTubers, so I was thinking about getting him in. So we can do maybe a VTuber episode, and Zuhair, you can sit there and suffer the whole time when we talk about our simping pleasures.
Yeah.
I was thinking you could go into it as like an outsider, so we can kind of ask what you think about it. Because
I mean, I don't know. I used to think it was hella weird, but then I was like, I just started really not caring.
Bro, why do you think it's weird, bro? You like to watch animated girls, 2D girls, like do stuff on screen, like all the time.
But I feel like there should be a very, very distinct line between fiction and non-fiction. You know what I'm saying?
Dude. Yeah, whatever, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
I think there should be. I think it's kind of weird, personally, kind of a red flag when people try to like fill themselves with even more fiction. You know, they try to blur reality just to make themselves feel better, or like, you know, they start simping for this girl just because she's 2.5D. You know, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got a bad opinion, and that's it. Yeah, we got it. Don't worry, bro. But anyway. But yeah, no. Evangelion, good movie, good show. I'll put a picture on screen. I actually I made a Lego unit too. Kind of clean. I'm not gonna lie. Not to out myself as a Lego builder, but I think.
I'd rather be a Lego builder than a VTuber watcher.
All right. Whatever.
Man.
Hey, says the guy who plays League, bro. Says the guy who plays League. Yeah,
Yeah, we really do all have like problems. I play.
I mean,
I'd rather
League. I don't understand. Like, everybody plays games. Not everybody. Anyway, whatever.
No, but not every.
But like you know that
yeah, I
League
mean,
gets
League
hated
does
on
get
most
hated
in the
on. There's a
gaming
stigma,
community.
but like, I don't really get it. I don't know.
But it's
The
like,
thing for me is that
Trust me, every
the
time
League players don't help the stigma either. Like, it's so weird because like everybody just makes it their personality to hate League, even though they play every day. They'll play every day and say, "Oh my gosh,
that's
I hate
exactly
it.
Andrew's
I hate League
personality.
so much." Like, dude,
Indeed.
you like the game and you play the game. Like, I don't understand. It's so weird to me.
It's the same with me though in Valorant, so I can't say
Yeah,
anything.
I don't play games.
I make fun of Andrew, but I'm the exact same
I
way.
don't play games, so I can't relate. I can't relate to this.
But I have been playing Guilty Gear. So any viewers out there who
Oh, you?
yes, any
Guilty
viewers out there
Gear?
who play Guilty Gear, please teach me how to play. I fucking suck.
Yeah, Ethan and Andre play that game, and they just don't like it.
it's
It's too hard. So they get on every
Yeah,
once,
it's
like
so
full
hard.
moon.
The game is so hard. But I don't know. I bought it like 2 weeks ago. I put like 50 hours into it, dude. I'm committed. Yeah.
50. That's a
All
lot,
right.
man. That's probably how
Yeah.
much I put into. That's how
Yeah,
much I
that
put
is a
into
good-
VTubers.
How much
Oh
I
my
don't know.
god.
I put 50 hours
Speaking
in.
of VTubers, I guess we don't have. This isn't the VTuber episode, but this is. We just kind of go on a tangent since we finished Evangelion, and I feel a bit more inspired to talk. I'm so sad, guys, because like, well, I'm not gonna. Well, no, because it might out. Well, in the general area, but they just had a convention, and Amelia Watson and Guargura and Calliope Mori did a panel at this convention near us. Or I guess not near us, but in the area. Yeah.
Oh, no
So one
way.
of the conventions, they had them there for panels. It makes me so sad. They just did it not too long ago, and I missed it because I had no idea that they were there. So it makes me sad. I could have sipped for VTuber IRL.
Oh my goodness.
Hey man, you tell me. Hey, think about it though. If you were a girl Zuhair, you could be a VTuber. Would you be a VTuber?
Hell no.
No, but think about it, man. You make so much money. Kiryu Coco on her graduation stream, I think made $623,000 in super chats alone.
I mean, I guess if I was a girl, I would just make other content. If you know what I mean. I feel like I feel like the market is a lot bigger there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no, not really, because they're getting rid of that stuff on web. You know, they're getting rid of.
No, they took it back.
By the way.
They took it back. Good. I don't know why they would ever.
Yeah, because they knew how much money they're gonna
I
lose.
don't know why they would ever like think to get rid of that.
Yeah, it's like that was like the most like stupidest marketing decision
Yeah,
I've ever
was actually
seen.
so stupid.
Like of a company. Go for the stock investors, even though they wouldn't see the stock rise and they would pull out after they see that OF would not do well.
Big guy
without
talking
that.
about big things. Goodness,
I was just
mean,
like,
yeah,
that
was
was
the
the main
right? 'Cause,
reason,
like,
man. Like the only
they got new investors.
yeah,
and
that was
their
the reason
investors didn't want
because they were like,
that.
they got invested, but the investors didn't want the porn because it
Yeah,
was pretty much a
yeah,
porn
exactly.
website. And they're like, you take it away, we'll invest a bunch of this money, even though you'd get no
Yeah.
profit.
There goes any monetization for this video.
Anyway, dude,
I
dude,
should've just
you know what's
said
crazy? We talked about
we gotta have a code word.
we talked about
Cheese.
Ava this whole time, and we never talked about who's best girl, bro.
Oh, yo, that's perfect.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
already
guys,
biased
who
on
is
Asuka.
best girl, and why is it Misato?
Okay, host chair. Why is it me?
And you already try to
that's so
put it.
funny. You know, I'm gonna to play a bit of I don't know if I'm using this term correctly, but devil's advocate, just to see if I can rhetorically get myself out of this hole. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say Mari for this. Normally I'm a Misato guy. You know, one thing that Zuhair says that sticks with me to this day is he said growing up is realizing that you're no longer an Asuka fan and that you're a Misato fan.
Exactly.
Because I have
Exactly.
grown up.
But so yeah, best girl. Zuhair, go ahead. Go ahead and tell them why Misato's best girl.
Dude, it's Mommy Misato, and it's not even close. Come on
It's
now.
not even close. I mean, she's got those cute little bangs. I mean, she does the next episode preview.
Yeah.
She's Sabisu, and that's just adorable. She's got a penguin. Who else do you know that owns a penguin? Huh? Nobody. Nobody owns a penguin.
Yeah, that is true.
You know, she drinks. You know, maybe she's a raging alcoholic, but besides that, she might have like depression baggage and like trust and abandonment issues and attachment issues and.
Damn,
Yeah,
it's really not that deep, bro. She's thick.
That's so true. Hey, but the plus is yes,
Thick.
very thick. I mean, you can't. I mean, it's just Misato. Misato's she's just goated. You know, her outfits. She's always fly. She's always got insane amounts of drip. Who sends a postcard to a 14-year-old boy saying, "Look here," and like with that much confidence, bro? Like I'm telling you, bro. She pulled up first episode. Whipped it around, bro. Said, "Get in, boy." Got in and just driving through the city. No cares given about the fact that there was a huge angel just laying waste to the town, bro. There's no one more goated than her. No one more goated. It's a shame though. She dies in every single series. Every single series. She died in Rebuild. She died in the first one. Done. But anyway, so Shady. What's up with Asuka? Why Asuka?
Bro, I don't know. It's a very simple appeal. Just the eye appeal has got me. I've always been, for some reason, don't know why, a tsundere
I was
fan.
about to say this guy likes
and I
getting
can't
bullied.
escape that.
I mean, bro, I can't say anything, bro, because I also like Senju-hara a lot, so I can't really say anything in that respect.
Yeah, that is surprising. You like Shinjo, but you don't like. Do you have any other tsunderes that you like in any other shows?
Yeah,
I have a
Senju-hara.
couple
I'd say
besides
Makise, Kurisu from Steins Gate.
Okay.
Shit, I'd have to look.
Yeah, that is another skin. Huh, that is interesting. Because I have a little bit, but it's like it switches. Because sometimes I really don't like. Because like in Tor, or not
Oh,
Tor,
dude, wait.
I like the
Oh,
Tor,
were you talking about
but-
Toradora? I was about to say.
Yeah, or I was gonna say that, but then I was talking about Nisekoi because I like Onodera.
Oh, really?
Onodera?
Which is very
why did
surprising.
Dude,
even
say
though
it on?
I
on-
liked
what did you even say
I like the blonde girl. To be honest, I liked her.
I don't
more.
know. Don't worry about it.
Onodera.
No, I like the blonde girl more.
Kirishima.
Yeah, you like Chio.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Wow. Huh.
See, but best girl in
but then
Nisekoi
here,
is
then you
definitely
like
the top boy.
Tomboy, for sure. Like in terms of visual and like she's just cute. I mean, she's kind of tsundere, but she's just cute, bro. But definitely Onodera. It's a shame, bro, because I like Onodera the most. For like, if you just look at them objectively, like I know we might get canceled because essentially we're just rating women at this point, but Onodera was definitely best girl in that show because she's just so sweet and she's just so kind, and then she takes the fattest L in the series. Spoilers, I guess, but she takes the fattest L.
Bro,
in the
that's
series.
her fault for being bitch made. Maybe she should have opened her mouth.
Huge, Joe.
Yo, shut your mouth, fool. Actually,
Bro.
dude, the only thing that comes out of your mouth, bro, is just absolute garbage, bro. Like, I'm so done with you, bro. I'm actually so done with you, fool. I'd have a better
dude,
time
you know
talking
what?
to a wall.
Nisekoi is
Because at least-
boring
hey,
anyway.
bro,
Dude.
because
That show was
at least-
boring. I'm not gonna lie to you. That show was boring.
I mean, it is boring, bro. But like, it's just you don't have to keep trashing on stuff, bro. I'd have a better time talking to a wall because at least it wouldn't, be spouting garbage, fool. Like, oh my goodness, bro. You're actually so toxic,
Oh
bro.
my goodness.
Dude.
Oh,
Dude.
well, speaking of liking tsunderes, I guess Yukino counts as one too from Snafu or
Snafu.
Gairu.
Yukino. Is that the girl with the what's it called? Black hair.
Black hair.
So tell me more about her. Why do you like her, huh?
Dude, she's just clean. Like, I don't know, dude.
She has bows in her hair. That's cute. Why
I
not
mean,
the-
it's just like she's like freaking super ice queen type, but then she's like kind of cute sometimes. I don't know, dude. Just I just
So you
like
don't,
it,
you
bro.
don't like you don't like your girls to like you back, basically.
I mean,
Like, so that's what
dude,
you're
I
telling me.
don't like. I will say,
It's the
if I were
challenge.
to like, I wouldn't like a girl like that's kind of like the, I don't know, the Hinata type, you know, from Naruto, like the whole
Yeah,
super
yeah.
shy, super like girly, I guess. I wouldn't fuck with
Yeah,
that. You know, I just think it's a lot more interesting.
yeah, the
I think it's a lot
outgoing
more
girls are the
interesting
way.
when we're both trying to like fight for the conversational high ground. If you get what I'm saying.
Oh, true. I mean, I just like
that's
combos.
respectful.
That's it. Like
Oh yeah.
that's my personality. I just
Oh,
like combos.
speaking of stuff that I was watching, I totally forgot to mention this, but after hearing how much you guys loved Fate, I gave it a second chance.
I mean, I didn't talk about Fate. I've never
Oh.
watched it.
Okay, so
Yeah, it was
here's the
just
thing.
I'm the only fake
So I
fan.
had watched. So like, what happened was I had watched
Uh-huh.
Unlimited Blade Works season 1, and that shit was really boring.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, that's the
Yeah,
part.
that shit was really
yeah, you gotta-
boring.
Yeah.
But then I started
Yeah.
watching season 2, and let me say, bro,
Almost fake.
Archer is clean as fuck. I was like, what is shit? Dude,
Bro, you gotta finish it, bro.
Archer
You gotta
and Emiya, their character arcs were so clean. I was like, what the hell? I was not expecting this.
Yeah, bro. What
I'm
episode
like,
are you on?
Episode 9 of season 2 right now. So like,
Okay, you're
yeah,
almost,
dude,
you're
it was
almost done.
like, it was like
You
so
gotta
clean.
finish
Like I really like how they did that. You know, they didn't do it's not like that typical, you know, your typical shonen MC.
But yeah, wait, tell me what's happened
so far.
Or like, or what's like the most like what kind of like made you like really like
Okay, so
Emiya
here's the
and
thing.
Archer?
At first, I really hated Emiya, right? Emiya was just so annoying to me. Like, I just thought his character
Yeah.
was super annoying. It was like,
Yeah.
you know, that typical. I don't know who else to compare it to, so I just say Tanjiro every time for, you know, Demon Slayer. I mean, he was just like,
Yeah.
he was just like
You're
your
right with
typical
that,
that character. And then you see
Mhm.
what Archer, and then, you know, you see like Archer's backstory and what happens to Emiya.
Mhm.
And I was like, wow, this is
Yep.
good as fuck, dude. They did this trope so well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
no.
did.
I mean, I don't think there will never
okay.
be a
Alright.
character that does that trope like that will again. I don't think so, dude. It was freaking amazing. I don't know what to say. It was amazing.
Is the because since it's a big multiverse and there's 3 different story paths, I think they do
Really?
Emiya a pretty
They
good
do it
job
even
in the
better.
end, too. Or I mean,
Okay.
I only would say maybe Heaven's Feel. The first one was just so old. Not or just it's Emiya says some funny things in the first one, like some absolutely stupid things, but that I don't know. Besides, but Unlimited, he
Yeah.
probably has I think is going to be the best. But Heavens, I think
Because
they
like
do a good
I just
job
thought it was
there,
really
too,
cool
with
because
that.
like he goes from this whole like, oh, I'm gonna live my life for other people. I don't have to be happy.
Oh, yeah.
As long as everyone around me is happy.
Yeah.
And then he goes to like, and then you see Archer, and he's like this super like jaded, super like, you know, he's been through it.
Mhm.
He's been used and abused for because
Mhm.
of his ideal, you know.
Yeah,
And I was like, wow, this is actually really
Yeah.
good. Damn. Okay, Fate, not bad.
yeah, and they got a movie
True,
quality
yeah.
animation, so
Yeah,
for
Fate.
Unlimited.
Oh
Man,
dude,
you- oh,
and
dude, Heavens.
Gilgamesh is like the coolest shit ever, bro. Oh my
Lil
god.
Nas? You mean Lil Nas X?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Or,
like
I mean,
that
a
galaxy?
lot of people say, or Robert said it looked
Yeah,
like a
I swear
JoJo
I smell
costume,
like some out of
so
JoJo,
I
bro.
wanna-
You talking about him in
Yeah.
that golden armor? No, that looks like Gilgamesh.
No, that was some JoJo
Nah,
shit, bro.
he-
That was some
he
JoJo, shit.
man.
Bro. Don't disrespect
There ain't no
Gilgamesh, okay?
way.
Gilgamesh
Lil
is
Nas
clean as
watched
fuck,
Fate.
bro.
Yeah, Gilgamesh. You gotta remember, Gilgamesh he's been the king,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
He's the
Fate.
king.
No
He was
way,
written
no
down
way.
the-
You just
the
called Lil
Babylonian.
Nas X. You just put Lil Nas X and Gilgamesh in the same sentence, dude. That's
Yo.
so much disrespect.
Hey, what you mean by that though?
Hey, cut the tape, cut the tape. Hey, cut the tape.
But yeah, Fate.
Fate.
Yeah, I love Fate. You know, Ilya and Ishtar. Yeah,
I will say-
Ilya.
I will say
Oh, yeah,
though,
Ishtar.
it seems
Oh,
like
yeah.
stuff just happens. It's like stuff just keeps happening, you know. I don't know. It's going hella fast.
Yeah, that's kind of how. If you're not really dedicated to the characters, then it's like, I don't know, man. I love the characters too much, so I
just want to say, dude, that character arc was pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
The only Fate thing I've ever consumed is the original Arrowgate visual novel. That's it.
I read a little bit of
that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's.
I remember I tried to get into that because like I wanted to like get into the franchise, but like I didn't want to like miss out on anything, I guess. And everybody's like, "Oh, you have to read the visual novel. That shit is like 200 hours or something." I'm like, "What?"
It's a commitment.
No. So I just didn't.
For some porn.
So I just went straight to Unlimited Blade Works.
So what I'm hearing is you have commitment issues.
Shit, bro, I'm not trying to put 200 hours into fucking something I don't even know if I like.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. It's true. I mean, I didn't watch Fate, so.
I don't know. Everybody says Fate Zero is
know if we need another
top tier Fate, but I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever get there. I mean, I'm definitely gonna finish because I think the thing, I don't know, the watch order that I looked up.
You'll love Fate Zero if you liked Unlimited.
The watch order that I looked up, they were like, watch Unlimited Blade Works, then watch Heaven's Feel, then watch Fate Zero. I'm like, that's a lot.
Interesting. Wow, I watched Fate Zero first.
Oh.
I went Fate Zero, the first Fate, Unlimited, Heavens, then all the rest, all the mini.
So basically, this is a Fate episode now.
Oh my bad. Yeah,
I think we need to.
Oh no, I don't care. Keep talking about
Fate's kind of fucked up. I don't know, dude. There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, we definitely need a Fate episode now.
Bro. I don't want to sit through all that.
Someone get a Fate expert in here.
Ethan in here.
Bro, we get Ethan in here.
Oh goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Be our special guest talking about Fate.
I don't know how much that man would talk, but I don't know.
Wait,
maybe
speaking
about
of Fate,
whatever that girl is, he'll talk about her.
Tamamo. Yeah.
Speaking of Fate,
she fine too.
Speaking of Fate, there's this. I don't know. I've been really invested into like the whole fighting game shit recently. So there's this game coming out called Melty Blood. Yeah, it's like
Melty
it's like
Blood,
a Tsukihime game.
Yeah, so it's Tsukihime. It's in the same Nasoverse. It's like kind of the same thing under Garden of Sinners. If you ever watched that, it's like vampires.
Okay.
Vampires. They have a guy named Shiki. Vampire Queen. This is more of Ethan's domain, I will admit. So if we really, because I legit know nothing, I just hear all this from Ethan, and it sounds cool, but I also don't feel like, because he spent like I don't know how long on the visual novel, on the Tsukihime visual novel, and now he plays Melty Blood. And he's like trying to save up money to go buy the new Melty Blood.
No, it looked cool, but I don't know, dude.
It's got that cat girl from Carnival Phantasm.
Yeah.
Well, what's the character's name? Is it Arcweed or something?
Arcweed, yeah. Arcweed Brunstud.
Yeah, Arcweed.
Such a silly last name. Brunstud.
What? I mean it. You did it perfectly, though. What?
Yeah, how did I do that?
That's a clip.
That was crazy. I just
oh my god.
Bro, that might be a clip.
Dude, that was actually
perfect, bro. What in the world?
Oh my god.
Oh wow. I just surprised myself so bad.
Oh my god.
I'm clipping that. Yeah,
Dude,
I can clip Discord. Nice.
That was that's your ringtone now. I'm gonna put that as your ringtone.
Oh my goodness, I really did that. Well, because I was like, I have to say the sound because I know I heard it before and I can't say it, and so I just go into my Instagram and then just click on my post. I can't do it now. That's wild, bro.
It's so funny.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was a great clip. I can't really do any of those kind of sounds. I can do the shulker from Minecraft. It's like a
What the hell?
That's it though.
Oh, I'm so glad at least.
That was really good. I'm glad you got that on
that's wild.
Not camera, but record. That was really good.
Yeah, that would be a Well, that's good
it's
podcast.
already that podcast is way better. But what even is Carnival Phantasm? I don't even know what it is. I know.
Bro, Carnival Phantasm. So the only reason I would even say watching Carnival Phantasm is because this is what like Ethan gave me a goal when I'd watch Fate. Watch all these like stupid Fates, and then you can watch Carnival Phantasm. Carnival Phantasm, 12 episodes. It's like 12 minutes. It's just complete comedy of all the characters and all the Fates doing absolutely stupid stuff or making the same jokes like Saints Courts, everybody getting salty about not getting their 5-star rate ups, or what's the other one? Or Lancer always dying because he always dies.
For real? Damn,
but,
I really liked him in. I really liked him
which
in
ones.
Unlimited Blade Works. He was cool.
It's just a bit. Indeed.
Because all I know is that clip of Saber being a lion, and then.
Oh yes. Bro, no, it's too funny for it. Yes. And then the Bazooka car. Carnival Phantasm is great, but you gotta watch it all.
You actually have to.
Yeah, you gotta put time in. I mean, you don't have to, but it is more fun.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you get the jokes. It's like Isekai Quartet, like how you get the jokes with Isekai Quartet when you watch the other series.
Yeah,
I watched Konosuba, Re:Zero. I watched a little bit of Overlord, but it's not really my thing. And then
Overlord was kind of meh. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Overlord fans.
Yeah. But Albedo though.
Oh, Albedo was clean.
Okay, but this is
Yeah.
awesome. She's just so fun. And that other girl,
Albedo was fine for sure.
The other girl, Shaltir Bloodfallen, just is such a cool name. Like, I don't know. She's lolly, so she's not really mine. That's more your thing, Shady. That's your domain right there, lolly.
Whoa.
But
okay.
But
Goddamn.
Don't worry, bro.
Don't worry, bro.
You're out of that phase now, though, right?
Don't worry.
I don't know if you want to say that on the podcast.
I mean, it doesn't actually help
because some of these weaves might get salty. But how'd you get that name? Go into it. Just you're lolly. Why do you like girls? Why do you have a restraining order for like an elementary school?
What?
Bro, see, this is all stuff dude. You know what's crazy? My girlfriend was so confused on that when you said that at the double date. I still have not explained that to her, and I don't know when funny. I will. We
went to Korean barbecue, and we were talking. It was so funny because our girlfriends or significant others were talking to each other about it. Just a complete other thing. And then me and Shady were just sitting there, just tunnel vision to each other, just talking about Arknights the whole time. It was so funny. We were just talking about Arknights.
Indeed, they were having like a full-on like religious conversation because my girlfriend is definitely very Christian.
You should make her watch Evangelion, then she'd love it. She'd love all the religious symbolism in there.
She would, especially with the book. I mean, it has a lot of but she's very.
Hey, but it has all the angels are named after.
It does.
But yeah, we were talking about Arknights the whole time, and I brought up the lolly stuff, and it was really funny. But no, get into it, because I've known you for a while. I've known why you like lollies, but I've never actually understood how you came to get that name. Like, what was the process of getting that, and then getting your name for Don't Lose Your Loli?
I was sitting there and was like, at a time of where Instagram was actually, not dog shit, where it was a decent platform at one time. I was like, I gotta make a name for myself, for someone to remember. And sad to say, that was when also the lolis were like,
peak.
Blowing up. Yeah, at their peak. And so I was like, I gotta put something with that. And I'm like, oh wait, I was watching Kill La Kill during this time, and there was one of my favorite OSTs, Don't Lose Your Way. And I was like, can I do that? Can I do Don't Lose Your Way? But I'm like, oh wait, how about Take Away the Way?
That's so clean.
That's actually oh my god.
Don't lose
Indeed, it is such a great OST.
I swear, literally they played the song every episode. I don't care. I loved it. I loved it every episode.
It was so good. What a good show.
It also has some good dojins for sure. There's that one with Satsuki, the one by Yukimi. She also does Monogatari dojins as well.
Oh, dude, I actually have not looked at any Monogatari dojins just because I'm scared. Yeah,
There's
There-
one
yeah,
with
be
the
scared.
there's one with
Um,
that the
No,
Senju
but honestly,
Gahara
dude,
and
honestly,
the
I
monkey
would say
girl.
like with who?
The monkey girl, the one with the big
Oh.
furry paw. Yeah.
Convo.
The tomboy.
Yeah. Basketball.
But no,
I don't
dude,
know who that is. But...
I mean, bro, you ever get
She's a
on to him
model.
about lollies, but I mean, I don't think it's that bad. At least he likes Senju Gahara. It would have been an issue if he liked Shinobu, but you know.
Well, like that was back when he was.
I mean-
Hold on. The thing is, though, is you didn't know Shady at the time of the Don't Lose Your
Oh,
Loli.
no, I don't know. I'm just
He
saying.
was
Bro.
down
Yeah,
bad.
I was pretty, but also
Yeah.
I was younger, and now understanding, life and stuff, and that is really weird, honestly.
Nah, but
just,
for real though,
you learn to like the thick
like
stuff,
it.
and
If
The
any
old-
like Monogatari fans are out there, and like your best girl or your favorite person from Monogatari is like Shinobu, dude, you have issues. I'm sorry.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
yeah, that was definitely
The fucking-
don't
the
worry,
little
Becky,
blonde
like,
girl,
for
dude.
people that have it right now,
The
you
vampire.
Oh, yo.
yeah,
Hold on,
Shinobu's a
hold
little
on.
vampire.
I know. I know.
Yo,
it's
yeah,
a
her
backstory.
backstory is cool. Kiss shot Asarola Oraya Hadanda Bread.
Yeah,
Very
mhm.
cool
Ooh,
name. I love saying that.
Ooh.
I say that to myself all the
He
time.
hit it. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh dang, I could never say her
but
full name.
but no,
That's
Shady,
funny.
don't you have I've been over to your house. Your hasn't, but I know you got a little piece of merchandise of this this donut loving vampire in your house. How do you explain that? Yeah, your
Oh,
figure.
you're talking about
Oh
my
my,
figure?
you have a
Just a
Shinobu
cute
figure?
Yeah, and
Yeah, I have a
the skirt
Misako
at the bottom
figure.
is open.
A
Oh,
jean,
that's really clean.
and then I have a Tamamo plush.
Yo, wait, what? What'd you
and
just say?
oh wait, actually, let me send this to you. I think you'll like this right here.
No. Hold on.
It's actually wait. Shh. We don't worry about it. Okay, but- I gotta show you this. Like I love this little like poster I got of Monogatari. Has all the girls in it, and it's very nice art.
Wait, so
let's
okay,
see.
dude, what is your
Awesome.
opinion on Monogatari? Because I will say, dude, I stopped watching the show and started watching the show multiple times.
Oh yeah, no, you know how long? I'm still on. I'm up to my 18th month of
Yeah,
whenever
yeah.
since
Honestly,
I
same,
started
yeah.
Monogatari, and I am like, so I was gonna make this plan because me and my friend Ethan, I actually somehow got Ethan to watch it, and he's legit stopping and starting at the same spots I was, and it's too funny. And so we're both at the same spot. We have to watch the movies, like
Oh, dude, those
Shinobu
movies are
movies.
fire.
And those
They're
are apparently are
fire. They're
goated.
actually fire.
Oh, you
yeah.
already watched them? Yeah, I heard they're goated. So we were gonna make some time to do that. We wanted to watch like
No,
all
they're
three of
really
them.
good. Some peak shaft, bro. Peak shaft.
Peak shaft.
Dude, no, yeah. The dialogue, okay. I think also I would like it more now since I understand more words. I know
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
surprising. It's like 18-month difference, but I definitely understand.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing though, dude. I feel like so
Perfect.
much of Monogatari is lost because we're not Japanese native speakers, right? I feel like so much of it is
Yes,
lost, but
indeed.
it's still good. But I
Yeah,
will say,
like
dude,
that tongue twister, that nana ju nana ju nana no. Or the tabimashita.
no, yeah. Yeah, that's
Oh,
funny. Yeah,
dude.
that's funny.
I just call her.
Oh
Snail.
yeah,
Better name,
Hachikuji, bro.
I can never say what's her name. What?
Bro, dude, I
Hachikuji,
swear,
yeah.
I remember I started watching Monogatari like a year ago, right? I started watching the show a year ago, and I was watching. I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then they got to this scene where fucking Araragi pulls up and just starts molesting Hachikuji. I was like, yo, that's it. I'm dropping the show. Dude.
I'm sorry, bro. He's a low key.
I was like, bro,
buddy.
I'm sorry. And I stopped watching the show for so long. I was like, bro, I can't do this.
I don't blame you, man. It was some interesting scenes. Too bad, or not too bad, but at that time, I also didn't care. I felt like that was like when the prime Wooly phase on. I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, because like,
I'm,
I don't know, I
funny.
was.
And so, but now if I watch that now, yeah,
I mean,
I'm
I was
like,
watching it when I was like, I don't know. I guess I was a little bit more like insecure about my taste, about being a fucking weirdo, right?
About being a DJ.
But like, I guess I don't really mind as much now. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
I don't know. I sat down and I went all the way through, like all the way through the toothbrush, all the way through all that shit, bro. I've seen all of it. I think I'm on. I think what is it called? It's a Monogatari second
Shinobu was
season.
the
Is
best.
what's the name of the thing.
So what's your watch order? See, this is completely weird.
Oh,
So I already
really?
watched that, but I haven't watched the
dude.
movies. Yeah, because okay, so my watch order is the
Oh,
movies
really?
are later on.
For me, the movies were
And
like
so-
right after
yeah,
like,
so what-
season 1.
What in the world? So, okay, wait. I think I know which watch order that is. Is that the logical?
I have no fucking idea.
Watch order,
Dude, hold on.
and
Let
I'm
me look
watching-
this up though.
Yeah, let me
Dude,
go back to mine.
this is hard, bro.
That's-
Why is there so many like watch orders for this, man?
Okay, well, it's like I chose. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm watching it from release order.
Oh, so you're like the Haruhi, like
So-
Haruhi.
Yeah, but you can watch it, or a lot of people watch it the chronological order.
It's
Which
seriously,
honestly,
it's still not chronological though. But yeah,
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I think I see the one that you're watching, or the one I saw the list. It's the so you're going Baki, the first
Yeah.
one, the movies.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Nisa, did you watch Nisa? Oh, okay, so you are going this one. Oh, okay. Huh, that's interesting.
This is
Yeah.
confusing. This is too big brain for me.
yeah. Basically,
Yeah.
I just stopped. So yeah, I went like Bakemonogatari, then Kizu, then Nisei, and then I don't know. I guess there was like that 4-episode thing with Hanekawa, and then Monogatari series second season,
The Kuro.
and then I guess that's the one where with the Nadako. Oh wait, you haven't seen it, right?
I haven't seen a single
The
episode.
second
one?
season. The one that's called second season. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so Monogatari second season, the 20 episodes.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
Dude,
it's
I
good.
actually really liked. I mean, I don't want to spoil the character's name, but I actually really ended up liking that one guy. You know,
Oh, I think I know. Wait,
the one
That's
guy. I
it.
mean,
does he have a certain OST that goes
dude, the
behind
OST
him every
is
time he
so
comes?
good. Dude.
Yes, he was so.
I like the
cool.
OST a lot too. Dude, the music in Monogatari is low-key
Yes,
kind of slept
the-
on. I mean, it's not music that you would listen to like just all the time, you know, but
Mhm.
it's good music.
Oh yeah, no, I have some of the playlists or like these songs, and sometimes I just can't listen to them, or sometimes I can, man. It's like, it's very,
Yeah,
but
good
it's nice.
Yeah, for sure,
nonetheless.
for sure.
Also, fucking, what is it called? Well, what's that opening called? Fuck. It's
Red Eye
such a s-
Circulation.
Which one?
No,
the
dude, it's the
Super-
opposite of Renai Circulation, okay? That's opening is so
Platinum
slept on.
Disco.
It's called Moso Express, bro.
Oh
It's
yeah,
such a
yeah.
slept-on
I actually
opening.
did.
Oh yeah, the dun dun
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, I think that's.
It's
the one.
literally like
So-
it's literally Renai
I haven't-
Circulation,
I
the
mean,
opening in
I like
backwards.
that
though.
one.
Like they run everything backwards. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, that is the one. My favorite was the one by Supercell. With.
I just like Platinum
Shinji-
Disco.
Supercell, like, are you talking about the one
yeah.
ending? It's like, it's like,
oh, that might be an.
yeah.
indie. Yes,
That's
an
a great song, dude. I have it on my playlist. Yeah.
indie. Yeah. So good. So many feels. Yeah.
Yeah. That's that song. Yeah, banger, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's
Well-
a great show. So basically, this is Wanpankun, the podcast cannot relate, basically. So,
Dude,
We did
bro,
not
I
need
mean,
to.
you need.
That is like, I did not know. I didn't know you're bringing a Monogatari fan and a soon-to-be
dude,
baby.
Faith
I
fan.
didn't think.
I'd hold it. I hold it on the Faith fan, bro. I hold it on the Faith fan, shit, bro.
Hey man, you never know. I think once you finish Unlimited, you'll be like,
go back.
yeah.
Hey, just wait.
That's
When we're
gonna
talking
get
about VTubers, you gonna feel what I feel. I promise.
yeah. Don't
No,
worry.
not
I
you,
will.
not you. Zuhair.
Shit, bro. I mean, I don't
Oh, yeah,
mind, bro.
that's true.
No, yeah, I'm
I think I
chilling.
could
I
die
don't
happy
actually-
being in the
I don't
dark
actually-
about VTubers for the rest of my life.
Oh my goodness, so insecure about VTubers, bro.
Anyway, also, sorry to bring up Monogatari again, but I want to get your opinion on the Nadako Snake God arc. Because I feel like a lot of people really hated that arc.
Okay, so okay, I'm like having trouble remembering. Okay, so I can't remember exactly if there was a season 2 arc of her, so I don't know if I want to talk about it, because if she was in season 2, because then I just like the season 2 one, if that's what the season 1.
No, I'm talking about
whatever,
the season 2,
she
because there's an
was,
arc with her again in season 2. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about that one? You're talking about, like, my opinion from that one? I honestly liked it. What's her name? Nadako? Nadako, just Snake Girl. I'm just gonna call her Snake Girl. I think it had its points in the second season. Still isn't obviously my favorite character for the things she's done before. And she's just a snake.
Dude,
but,
she's toxic as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna lie. She's toxic as fuck, but like, I thought that was good. She seemed like the most human character out of everybody there.
Yes, that is true. And I feel like that's where it kind of relates to a lot of people, or like it really went to the audience, is because you can like, I mean, kind of like a lot of people. Some people are pretty toxic, man, and she was definitely, and this like it just worked well with her having the snake too.
So true.
But I like the second.
Yeah,
the second
it was cool.
one, so.
Yeah, Monogatari is good, bro. You should watch it.
Yeah, I'll get around to it. I just, I don't know. I need to finish.
I swear, like, this is the only show that will literally, I will sit down and watch 20 minutes of people just talking to each other, and I'll be entertained.
Oh yeah, it's straight talking too.
Oh yeah, some really good fights. Yeah, end of season 1 fight was really cool. Yeah, a lot of cool fights.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess yeah. I'll get around to it, but another thing we forgot to say earlier: the JoJo, the new part 6 is coming out. I think I don't know when, but eventually. I think it's this. Is it this season? No. It's got to be. I think it's this summer. So irrelevant. Sorry, didn't mean to butt.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. JoJo's cool. We were supposed to watch it together, Mr. Wanpankun. We were supposed to.
We did. No, we did. We watched part 1.
Dude, we watched like the first 3 episodes of part 1. But anyway, dude, I just want to say, we stopped watching because JoJo was so boring.
All right, look.
Come at me, JoJo fans.
That's just part 1, though. You gotta give it time, bro. Part 1.
That is true. Part 1 is all
okay, but part 1. And then part 2 is really the only thing about part 2 that makes it better is the Pillarmen that are like super memey. And then Joseph, Joseph is just funny. He's just so funny. Oh, nice, Lisa-chan. That's just such a good thing. It's just funny. But then you find out who Lisa is in relation to Joseph, and it's like, oh, that's kind of weird. But yeah, part 3 though, part 3 is so good. It's boring at sometimes, but you cannot beat the openings. I love Bloody Stream. I love Sonochi no Sarame. But Stand Proud and Sonochi no Kyoku are just so good. And Dio, just the fight in this, as like funny as it is, I mean, he throws a road roller on this guy. As funny as and ridiculous as the series is, when they introduce stands, dude, it's so good. Like, it's so funny. I mean, it's literally like these boys are just going on a massive adventure to Egypt, and it's really funny because you got Joseph, and he's still funny from last time. He goes, "Oh my god, son of a," you know what he says, and then just Jodo, he's yori dose. Oh, stop pushing.
What the fuck am I listening to?
Dude, that's his stand, bro. Come on, if you're a JoJo's fan, you know what I'm talking about, man. It's just so clean. They Dio with his.
I will say the poses, the JoJo poses, the stand poses, whatever they're called, they're fire, dude. Those are fire.
They're so fire. JoJo's pose is so clean, but part 4 is good too. But Giorno's pose with the Golden Experience is so clean. He's got a little, as a button up open. He's pulling it to the side, and Golden Experience kind of like hugs him and stuff. It's so clean. It's so clean. JoJo is so good, and I cannot wait till they get to part 7, bro. Part 7 is gonna be so good. Steel Ball Run. So I read ahead in the manga. I'm not caught up on part 8, but part 7. If you weren't a JoJo's fan before, you're gonna be a JoJo's fan with part 7, bro. Think of like Wild West Cowboys meets JoJo and good writing and great art. It's so good. Tusk Act 4. Oh my goodness, bro. There's nothing more big brain than Tusk and D4C, dude. D4C is so good, bro. The dirty deeds done dirt cheap. It's so cool. It's so clean. Oh my goodness. Yeah, JoJo's good. What was your favorite part, Shady? Because you watched it all, right?
I was 4.
4 is so boring
at
the beginning. Bro. I don't care about Red Hot Chili Peppers, but then you get to the guy. You get to the guy, dude. You get. I love the band. Yeah, I love the band. I don't. That arc was boring. And then Okuyasu just completely dropped the freaking ball, like with Red Hot Chili Peppers. It was so dumb. He's such a broken stand with such a stupid character. But But
Oh, dude, I love
Okyasu-san. Yeah, it's so good. But Yoshikage Kira makes the arc, bro. It's so cool.
Oh, and yeah. And it was so much fun watching it, and then at the end, and then the opening changes. Like I love the opening.
Oh my god, it's so clean.
And then
So this is how breaking, or just how Wanpankun felt when we were talking about all the other shit, bro. That's crazy.
that's funny.
Yeah, that's how I felt. But definitely though, those openings, nothing gets me more hyped than "Let the Voice of Love Take You Higher." It's so good, bro. And then just like Yoshikage Kira's. If you like music, I definitely think Yoshikage Kira's theme is one of the most like fun pieces to listen to, because like I don't know, it's just so good. And his whole copy pasta about "I'm Yoshikage Kira, 33 years old. I live in Moriocho, blah blah blah."
Yeah, he do that all the time in our Siege matches.
But yeah, the arc is really good, and his stand is really interesting. But like my whole thing is with his stand though, is like unless you wanted to be a serial killer, what else could you possibly use that stand for? Like it's so specific to being a serial killer that it's like I don't even understand. I mean, they use it. It's actually kind of cool though, because he does use it in part 8. So part 8 has a different version of Yoshikage Kira in a different universe. It's not really spoiling anything because it's the whole point of the part 7 and 8. But basically, it's kind of cool because I guess to answer and sort of counter argument my question, the Yoshikage Kira in that universe uses what is it? Sheer Heart Attack, the little tank thing. One of the characters gets their arteries clogged from another stand, and he sends a little miniature version inside of their blood vessel to blow up the clottage. And like he'll touch bubbles and make them like explosives, so it can be like, I don't know, to break up debris and stuff. So I guess that is one way you could have. But yeah, it's a good show. When he gets his I guess it's not a requiem, but when he gets his, the bites the dust, that's so cool. That scene with it's not a requiem because he stabbed himself. He doesn't stab the stand. When you stab the stand, it's a requiem. But when you stab yourself, it's like a new ability. So he gets Hirakui Daisan no Bakudan bites the dust. It's so clean. That scene with Rohan is insane. Rohan also drives a 300ZX, which is a clean car.
That's fire.
That's fire. You know the 300Z, right?
Yeah, that's fire, dude.
It's a clean car. It's a red version. I think it's like the turbo, the twin turbo version. So it's pretty clean.
Fire.
Because it's set in the 90s, so like 90s Japan. So it makes sense why he's had one. But he's like a mangaka. He's kind of he's an interesting character. They did an OVA for him. I think it's on Netflix or something. I haven't watched that yet.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that.
Yeah, JoJo, dude. Don't worry, Zuhair. We're gonna watch JoJo together. I promise you. We'll have a watch party. We'll definitely get there. What?
Alright, okay. Y'all were talking about music, right? And this brought something to mind, bro. Dude, there's this opening, right? Oh wait, I didn't even see this poster. This is such a fire poster. What the heck, dude? This poster is so nice.
I love it.
Oh, that's so cool, actually. Okay. Anyways. Music. We're talking about music. Y'all were talking about music for JoJo, and it reminded me of this opening for the show that's coming out, dude. It's for Idaten, right? It's Idaten Deities and the Peaceful Generation. It's some shit like that. It's some really stupid long name, right? The opening for that show is, honestly, bro, it's fucking, the song is a banger and the visuals are cool as fuck. I mean, I could link it to you guys, bro. It's really fucking awesome, dude. It's really really good. It's like fucking really good.
Right, so good. Yeah, we'll check it out. But
it's honestly really good. Yeah, go watch it, guys.
Yeah, I'll definitely put links to everything in the description. But is there anything else you guys have to say, just so that, because I can keep talking forever, but for one, I have things to do, and for two, we should save some of this stuff like the waifu and the music for specific episodes, because I know that waifu episode is going to get I can tell it's going to get kind of heated. I already felt a little bit of that scorch on the last episode when you dissed Misaki, and I don't like that. I don't like that, man. I don't like any Misaki.
Dude, you still on about that?
Dude, only I can hate Misaki. That's it. That's all. But yeah, so we'll get into that some other episode. Was there any other closing thoughts you guys have? I didn't mean to cut it short, or technically it's already a long
I
podcast.
think,
but
I think we went
Yeah,
pretty
we
long,
went pretty
dude.
long.
We
I
went
think we
pretty
did
off
pretty good.
topic.
we did go off topic. I like.
You might
how-
want to
yeah,
you might want to cut the off topic stuff, dude. Because
No,
you know
no,
I
leave
think
it- leave
I
it
think
in,
we
leave
cut
it in.
into a lot of future.
Nah, it's chill. It's chill. Because if people just want to come for the Ava stuff, they come for the Ava stuff. But if people want to come for the extra stuff, they can watch the extra stuff. It's just like think of it like a little sample for the next episode.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But yeah, basically it went from being an Ava episode to being a Fate Monogatari episode.
Yeah, at least we got the.
that was so good. I'll send you. You
I
got a
have
clip?
it clipped.
You got to send that in
Yeah, I do.
in the disc.
See if
Send
I
it
can
in the disc.
send it. I think I gotta make it
But
smaller.
huh?
Yeah, 8. Bro, that's annoying.
I
think
can
I can get it smaller.
since for the recording, I'll tell you afterwards. But yeah. So if that's it, I just want to say thank you guys for coming on the podcast. Thank you boys for being here today. Thank you everybody for listening. If you're a returning listener, thank you very much. We can't express how much it means. This is a passion project for us, so it's not all about the numbers, but it means a lot to have you guys listen to us and listen to our, I guess not to steal the name, but trash taste on different things. Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being here. If you're a new listener, check out the channel. This should be posted on Wanpankun. This is sort of like a place where I'll post the podcast, not just on Spotify. I also have other videos if you want to check it out. I don't know what's up yet. I haven't published anything, but at the time, hopefully there's some videos. Check out these guys on Instagram. I'll link their Instagrams below. Dontloseyourloli. He posts I don't even know what you post anymore.
Very funny and entertaining content. Go follow.
Yes, of course. Go follow, and then give Zuhair a follow. He doesn't do any content, but just give him a follow. But yeah. So I think if that's all we have for today, we have been Reanimated, the podcast, and I'd like to say thank you, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.